Hiya folks, JD here, and today we're looking at this. Now this box is absolutely massive and doesn't fit on my table, but basically what we're looking at is we're looking at battle drones. Now, over the past couple of weeks I've been asked a lot of questions via email. What if people wanted to play two-player air wars, something like robot wars but in the air? My answer to all of them was, well, I think you may have to just adjust a couple of cheap drones that you can buy, like a couple of SEMA X5Cs for argument's sake. But I said, of course, that could lead to everything being dangerous. And then I went walking and found these. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this box and we're going to have a little look at everything that we've got on the inside. So, here we go. Wow, well that was a lot of hard work. So this is everything that you get in the box. So this is Air Wars for 2 players. So you get a red quadcopter, a red transmitter, a grey quadcopter, a grey transmitter. Now, you also get 2 very thick manuals. Look at those. So I recommend you read these first beforehand, so that when you are playing with this, you're staying as safe as you possibly can be. You also get USB charger, standard micro USB connectors. You get an assortment of plastic weapons that you can attach to the quadcopter. You also get 4 replacement propellers there, and likewise you get some more tools in here, and then likewise you get 4 replacement propellers again in there. So you've got 5 weapons in each bag. Quite a good little assortment here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put away most of this and we're just going to talk about one of them, to be honest, because they're both made identically. So let's just make some room, which in my office I don't have a lot of. So here we go. This is what we've got. So the quadcopter, well, that to me, that's quite an impressive looking quad. Right, so let's just... Okay, so we've got... There we are. So we've got a little bit of battery in there. We've got red light for the front, green for the back. The battery is totally encased. See that? Micro USB charging port is there. Everything else is just fully encapsulated inside this plastic housing. To be honest, that is some really sturdy construction. I was wondering how this is going to fare up over use, because if you're crashing them into each other, then that I'm really quite impressed with. And this as well, the outer casing, which would on other quadcopters just be known as the propeller guard, is again really quite stiff. Okay, it does move, but the plastic feels quite hard. It's not sort of made from a very thin sort of plastic. So that's everything to do with the quadcopter, really. Green light on the back, red light on the front there. The quadcopter is really as basic as you can get. You can fit these weapons on the outside rim here of the quadcopter, and that then, as you are bashing your other opponent, that would just add a bit of effect. The transmitter, now this is where all the technology is. So, what you've got, I don't know if you've noticed, but look, altitude hold. Fantastic. These 4 buttons down here are the battle moves that you have with the quadcopter. So the 4 moves that you get is, you get ram attack, 360 spin, tornado attack, and circle attack. So you get 4 pre-programmed, preset quadcopter moves. So just by pushing these, when you're at a particular height, the quadcopter will just go hell for leather and whack the other quadcopter, and hopefully meaning that you would win. So, as you can see from the transmitter, this feels really nice. It feels a lot like a game console controller, particularly I think because they're trying to market this to all ages. So from about 14 or 15 right the way up to adults. Anyone can play it. It really is just a lot of fun by the look of it. And as it goes, all these buttons, you manage to reach them really quite well. And it really feels nice. You've got a nice little plastic moulded handle here with a couple of little divots in it, so that just fits really nice in your palm. No shoulder buttons with this at all. And then you have your standard analog controllers left and right. That really is good. That really is good. So, as you can see, you've got to remove and discard this in order to let the batteries hit the contacts. There we are. Now the transmitter is on. let's open this up and see what we've got on the inside battery wise. So inside here we have 3 AAA batteries. Now this transmitter does not allow any sort of charging, so you will have to ensure that you do buy shop bought pre-charged batteries in order to use this. That is really quite nice. That's a really quite nice transmitter, fair play. And with the added altitude hold as well, you're going to find that once you do take off, and once it does get to an altitude, you and somebody else is going to have no end of fun trying to destroy each other in this game. So, yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. I'm really quite taken with this. I didn't think it was going to be that well made at all. So there we go. So you've got, as we saw, we've got the two quadcopters, 2 transmitters, a set of extra propellers and weapons that can attach themselves to the front of this quadcopter, as well as the charging cables as well. So charging times is going to be about an hour and a half of the quadcopter until it's ready to go. Flight time is standard, about 6 to 10 minutes. So with that being said, folks, please join me in the next couple of days when we're going to be taking this guy out and we're going to be trying him out and see how he flies just as a quadcopter, as a normal quad. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.